This segment is sponsored in part by Hazlet's Hope Network, providing hope for the Bay Shore.
One community in Monmouth County, New Jersey is leading the way in helping kick their town's addiction problem. It's not about putting people in jail, it's about offering hope.
Since 2001, we've lost close to 50 students from Meriden High School. In the calendar year of 2017, we lost 3 of my graduating class in 2005. Most recently this summer, we lost 2 Raritan wrestlers in a matter of a week.
Phil is no stranger to addiction. Growing up in Hazlet, New Jersey, he too found himself down that dark path, using drugs, getting arrested, until at age 23, he entered rehab. Once clean, it struck Phil, you can't arrest your way out of this problem. And the police knew it too.
We would finish up our enforcement side, provide them with a phone number or 2 or a local resource, and then they would go out the door. And we quickly found out there's a gap between our contact and providing that resource information, and it didn't work.
After Phil saw police intervention programs in other states, he decided to partner with Hazlet Police and create Hazlet's Hope.
If somebody's arrested in Hazlet and it looks like they may have drug addiction, we would hit out for a representative of the Hazlet Hope or a coach to come out and speak to them. Somebody's on the same playing field as them to connect with them.
I would much rather speak to a peer than a police officer. Police officers can be intimidating. You already know that you're in a bad situation, and to talk to somebody on more of a personal level could really be helpful.
If they accept the help from Hazlet's Hope and complete the program, the police will work with their charges in the future.
My son didn't want to be an addict, but he couldn't stop. Maybe if he had somebody to help him and guide him more, maybe he'd still be here today.
Such a compelling story. Joining us now is Phil O'Hara, the lead recovery coach at Hazlet's Hope Network, and the police chief of Hazlet Township, Ted Wickey. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to commend you both on the work that you're doing in your community to give so much hope to your community. And Ted, I'd like to talk to you first. Tell us about the drug problem in Hazlet. What do you think fuels it? Because when we hear about how many youth have died as a result of drugs, I mean, that's a big number.
Yeah, so Hazlet's a very safe community. However, as you know, drugs, they don't discriminate. Mm-hmm. We face the same challenges that, affluent communities and poor communities face. We don't differentiate from that. And I think what's important is how we react to those challenges. And in the past, we recognize that we can't enforce our way out of this problem. Exactly. So we, besides drug awareness programs that we provide to the school district, this was the missing piece that we really needed, was teaming up and partnering with Hazlet Hope to be able to have them come in and help addicts that we come in contact with, and do it in real time, face to face, and be able to get them the help that they need. So. Mm-hmm. It's worked out great. It
sounds like it has. And Phil, I'm a sucker for a wrestler, so your story is compelling. I have 2 boys who are wrestlers. So tell us about the breaking point when you said, okay, enough is enough. We have to change the way we're handling drug addiction in our town.
So the breaking point really started with my last night in Hazlet. I was actually 28 when I entered treatment the last time. I was arrested twice in one night by kids that I went to high school with, kids that I was friends with in high school, back to back in about a 30-minute period. And I ended up in treatment the very next day. And in treatment, I was with another kid that had come through a police program in Massachusetts. And he told me how they came in and spoke to him. And I was like, wow, that's a great idea. Flash forward about 8 months later, we lost another couple of kids in town, and the mayor at the time, Mr. Jim DiNardo, called me by mistake. It was my friend's father, and he had called my number and meant to dial a different Phil, and I answered and told him, where I was, that I was doing better, and I'd like to do something with the town. And he set the meeting with Chief Wickey and at the time Chief Meehan, and from there they went to the prosecutor's office and got the approval, and here we are 4 years later on Pix 11 News.
Phil, I don't think that was a by mistake phone call. The universe works in very, very strange ways. So Ted, what kind of impact has Hazlet Hope Network had on the community? I would imagine that there are people in the community stepping up to help, yes?
Yeah, since we started this partnership with Hazlet Hope, the community response has been very positive. you know, the biggest impact is that their name is out there. Everyone is aware of who Hazlet Hope is and what they do. So they know that that resource is there, and it's had a great impact. As far as volunteers go, really there's no shortage. I know they're always looking for volunteers, but we have anywhere from a wide array of volunteers. I'd say we have teachers, coaches, we have a pastor, family members of people that are addicts. So in that way, all stakeholders are really involved in this partnership, and that's what's really making it work.
I believe you 100%. And, you know, I want to talk to you about the role the police department has, because in that piece we heard from a young man who said, you know, the last thing I wanted to do was talk to a police officer. I wanted to talk to my peer. But I have to imagine that this program, which is so compelling, and I really feel like it could be a model for what we could do on a national scale. How has this changed what police officers are doing?
So just to look back, when I was a young officer on the road, I'd come in contact with, you know, drug addicts quite frequently, and we'd have them in custody. And at that point, they were kind of at their lowest point in life, and they would open up to you. And for the most part, they wanted help, but we weren't in a position to provide it. And that was frustrating to me as an officer, and I know other officers. And I think, you know, the impact of partnering with Hazlet Hope, it's now, it's been positive, where they could refer them to somebody and they could get them the help that they need. And to find out 6 months down the road that person is still in recovery, it's a good feeling as an officer. And I think the younger officers, the newer officers, have embraced that.
Phil, I know you have a program it's starting in March, called Hazlet Assist program. What is that?
ASSIST stands for Addictive Substance Support and Intervention Team. As of now, we have been going into the police department upon arrest, and it was actually Chief's idea to open it up for more than just people that are getting arrested. So 2 hours a week, every Wednesday, we are going to have recovery coaches sitting in the police department. It's going to be advertised on the department website, on the township website, and individuals are able to come in and get assistance, and family members are able to come in and get advice on how to help the individuals that are not yet willing to help themselves. So it's just going to be an additional 2-hour resource for the town and the surrounding towns.
Sounds so fantastic. Congratulations to both of you. You should be so proud of all the work you're doing with the community. So thank you, Ted and Phil. And if you would like more information on Hazlet's Hope Network, go to their website, hazletshopenetwork.site. They also have a crisis hotline, which is up on our screen. We'll be right back.